Usually, the higher your offer, the higher your price point, the more offers you got to make, or the bigger your business, right? More moving parts, all that kind of stuff. So you're gonna have to make more offers, right? So we're gonna go over an example of a service based business. We'll get into business that I have, James Elite Love has, is Champions Playbook, media marketing and production agency, helps companies build strong relationships, right? Specifically service based companies, right? Build relationships, right, with their clients, okay? Right. So we go on the level of relationship, right? So we'll go on how we do that, how we make offers, right? And how you could do the same thing, right? You could roll this over into different type of businesses, things like that. So, right. So we have a business like that where we need to make offers, right? To, raise our income or whatnot. All right. How my experts doing? This is James Elite Love, Brands, Experts Podcast. All right. Amazing day today, right? But Brands Experts Podcast is a podcast where brands market their expertise through podcasting, specifically community service brands. So brands that support communities, right? They have services that support communities. Okay. So, right. And this episode is presented by Brands Experts Foundation, nonprofit that helps veteran, right? Focus brands and underrepresented community brands partner with expert level brands for mentorship and economic growth through that partnershiping. Partnershiping is big, right? Got a partnership, right? You have to partnership. It's so important to do that. Don't do everything yourself. I'm gonna tell you again. Tell you 10 times. Don't do everything yourself, okay? So this episode we talking about, we're gonna change gears a little bit this episode. This episode we getting on how making more offers will grow your brand's income. Now listen, doesn't matter if you're a non-profit organization or a for-profit organization. You need income, right? Because the way that the United States run, we think about them specifically, United States, the way it runs is through, what is it called? It runs through finances, the financial market. If you do not have money, your brand is going to struggle. You need income, right? You need income, right? And offers is a great way to do that. So we're going to go on how do you like package it together, your offer, and then how you're going to go about making them. How we feel is the best way to do that. How to make your offers, and you know you're going to be able to run your income through that. So let's get into it, right? So if you're struggling with your income, that means you're struggling with your offers. Shout out Myron Golden. He has the get make more offers challenge. We have not done it yet. We most likely need to get that done, the make more offers challenge. But you know, why offers are so important is it really it's how everything gets done is through offers, right? So if you need a job, right, you look at it, no matter where you want to work or what you want to do, your success rate is going to be determined by usually how many offers you make. So most of the time, 9 or 10 times, it's not going to be like you make an offer one day and then you have that job. Sometimes it works like that. It's very rare. As far as jobs go, that happened to me like 9 to 5 regular type jobs. That happened to me one time ever one time that that's happened to me. And because that is not usually the way things are done, because there's so many businesses and they're going to have to vet you and go through what's going on, send your profile to different managers, things like that. So you might have to put 100 offers in to get one job, right? So that's the ratio. So usually the higher your offer, the higher your price point, the more offers you got to make, or the bigger your business, right? More moving parts, all that kind of stuff. So you're going to have to make more offers, right? So we're going to go over an example of a service-based business. We'll get into business that I have, James Elite Love has, is Champions Playbook, media marketing and production agency. Helps companies build strong relationships, right? Specifically service-based companies, right? Build relationships, right, with their clients, okay? Right. So we go on the level of relationship, right? So we'll go on how we do that, how we make offers, right, and how you could do the same thing, right? You could roll this over into different type of businesses, things like that. So right, so we have a business like that where we need to make offers, right, to raise our income or whatnot. So what we're gonna do is we're going to show work that we've already done, right? That's what we're gonna do, right? We have work that's already done, right? And then we're going to put it in an ad, okay? Because like us just reaching out, that's not the way it's done, okay? It's done through an ad, right? And the reason why we do this through an ad is because the price point is high enough, right? Like to come in, build it through the media, right? To use media to like help a company establish relationships with their clients or whatnot, right? So, for example, our starter package $6,000, right? So we're gonna run an ad. Our budget's gonna be $2,000, right? And so we'll run it in a small area, right? And through that ad, we're gonna talk about the things that we do, how our brand is effective, how it can positively affect the community and the company and grow their business, and how they can use it and things like that. And so we're gonna target a small area, right? That's what we're gonna do in our ad. And we're also, the main thing though, like we're going to target it, we're going to do all this stuff, right? We already know that, so we're going to talk to our ad specialist that's going to run our ads, because here's the secret: we're not going to do our ads ourselves. Now some people will rather do that, but we don't want to do that, and here's why. We want to let an expert do that. So if we can pay $2,000 for an expert that has proven results, right, we want to invest that money into $2,000. It's not that much money, really, if you think about it. If our packages start at 6,000, right, we're going to do that, run that, and that's going to determine how many offers we make. So when our phones start ringing, emails start coming in, all that kind of stuff starts happening, where we start getting hits on our website, all that good stuff starts to happen because we ran the ads, right? Because that's how things are done. If you look at Instagram, Facebook, all these social platforms, things are done through ads. Like that's what makes the brand valuable. Like someone scrolling on there, and every so often you're going to see an ad pop up, right? And we could do it ourselves, or we can have an expert run it, pay them, have our ads run, go from there, right? So we'll do that. We'll look at, and we get data from these ads as they run. How many people clicked on them, all this other stuff, how many phone calls we got, uh, you know, things like that. So as we go from there, because we have a price point that, we don't want to play around in the shallow waters. We want to get straight into, doing the things that we want to do, go out, help this company come up with a good strategy on, building relationships and things like that. So cool. We meet with them. They want a digital strategy. Cool, $6,000. We run all their content. We send it all to them. Everything is great. They paid before we got started, so everything is good. But that happened because of the offers. So we know like how many people it's going to reach before we get started, and we know like our conversion rate. So we know we have to spend $2,000. That's going to come up to, let's say, 800 phone calls, and on average, we're going to get 3 sales. Right? We're going to get 3 sales. So we do the math. We spent $6,000. It may be one, it may be seven, but on average, it's three. Right? So we get those 3 sales, right, which is really important. We spent $2,000. Those sales happened. I mean, the main reason is because of the offers, right? Our website still had to look good. I still had to, when I answered the phone for the, media conversion call or media relationship build call, you know, as we talked about it and talked about the things that they needed and how we can help them and, those kind of things. As all that stuff happened, what we ended up doing is, getting our conversion rate, right? So say our conversion rate was, whatever it ended up being, right? 5%. But we had to understand that we had to make that many offers to get for 5% to even make sense to be profitable. You see, if we didn't make that number of offers, how could we sell anything for $6,000? Well, think about it for yourself. When was the last time you bought something for $6,000, right? Long time, right? It's been a long time, right? It's okay. Or some people it's never happened, and that's okay too. But if you are in that market where you want to sell something, because if you look at it, if the company sells 10 a year, right? 10, right? $6,000 packages, right? So 10 of them, then we would be looking at a situation where we just do the math, right? And really, we need to get the price point up to about 10,000. That's our goal. Really, we want to get it up to 10,000. That'll just make more sense for us. But if we look at it, right? Well, let's just use 10 for an example, right? If it's $10,000 and we sold 10 of them, I believe that's 100,000. $100,000. And let me just tell you, for running a company, for having people to pay out and all this other stuff, that's not that much money, right? If you have an office space, you have your cameras, you have all this stuff that you have, you're recording media, you're doing all this stuff, you're building your relationships, you got stuff going. It's not that much money, okay? And that's not to put down anybody that's making less, because we've been at points where we were making less, and that kind of stuff, and we're still getting up to that number ourselves. But if you're just looking at it like what you want to make, you want to have your offers set like that. You don't want to have them set low to where it may be impossible for you to get what you need, right? You got to just look at your goals, right? Like Myron Golden, he also said something like, how is it? Like, he has $1 million offer, man. Shout out to that. Like, we're not at that level, and we should be, because he said the reason why people are not buying your $1 million offer is you don't have one. We don't have one, so no one's buying it. So if $10,000 sounds like a lot for the offer, just remember houses are selling for 300, 400,000, and if they had to believe it was that valuable before it was even selling for those prices, right? They had to believe that a long time ago, right? So we want you to believe that. We want you to, put your offers in. I mean, like, make enough offers for everything to make sense for you, right? That's what we want for you to be able to do, right? It's important because when the income stops, um, a lot of other things are going to stop, right? Because if you have bills, if you have rent or mortgage, you have car payment, you have to put gas in your car, you have to food from the grocery store, other things you need, just general hygiene items, whatever, it comes down to, whatever, whatnot. As you get these things, as you get your hygiene items and all this other stuff, and, you have kids to take care of, you have parents to take care of, you have family, you have goals, savings accounts, investments, you have other these things. Thing with a business is, it takes initial capital to run it, but there's ways around it. We talked about that in previous episodes. We talked about grants, we talk about loans, we talk about that kind of stuff. But, you have to be at the point where you do plan on being profitable. Even if it's a nonprofit organization, whatever it is that you do, events, getting people in, whatever, you got to know your offers number. Like, to do anything, you have to make offers. You have to make offers. Get it out your head if you're not making offers, and start making more offers, and that will instantly raise your income. It raises your odds for everything. If you want to get a better job, you have to put more offers out, and the better of the quality of your offers, the better your odds of making a good offer, and the better your odds of getting your specific goal. But yeah, we do that. And after, so getting back to what we're doing as far as like the $2,000 and to running the ads. So we run the ads, $2,000, right? You get 3 clients. What we want to do then, if that's 6,000, right? We'll go back to the original thing, the numbers that we had set up. So 6, 12, 18. Now we want to, instead of 2, if we could double or triple that in the next time we're running it, and then we want to keep going forward, right? We don't want to run ourselves too thin to the point we are not providing deliverables, but we want to have enough clients at these price points that we're making to where it makes enough sense for us to keep doing it, right? To keep running the ads, to keep them going back and forth over and over, for them to make sense for our clients so they can keep coming back. They can keep getting the right results. They can, build the relationships that they want to build. And then we could just keep moving forward like that, right? So those are the things that we want to do. We want to be able to, help them build relationships, do all the things that they need to do, and, have everything in place for a smooth, ascension, like, uplifting everything that they're doing, right? We want them to lift up, be in position, and everything to work in the right direction for what they're trying to do. And that's what we're doing. We want to do. And, we want you to know that being an expert with your brand, you need to make offers. Like, just don't take that lightly. Make your offers. Like, and don't get caught up if you're not getting yeses, right? Because it doesn't usually always work. Like, all the yeses just roll in the beginning or whatnot. Like, time goes on, you build up, you believe in what you're doing, and then the yeses will start to roll in, come in, things like that, right? So, just understand that, like, everything isn't a yes, but over time it will be, right? Like, you will get some, and that'll help you believe in yourself. Just make your offers, or don't be afraid, right? You can do some small things for some people to just get some proof, just some initial proof. So that's that initial upfront investment. But over time, you want to make sure you're getting income. People are believing in you, and you're really, pushing the envelope on like your ability to get to where you need to go, and believing in yourself, and that kind of good stuff. So those are the things that we wanted to, hit on today with the podcast episode. Should be a hurricane coming to Southern California, right? Never had one that I'm known of. So we don't want to be out here. You see the cloudy weather. We're Terra Bonita Park, Lancaster, California, and we see the cloudy weather, and we kind of want to get away from it as soon as we can. So we're going to go ahead and get out of here. But yeah, just wanted to put that to you. We want your brand to have income, nonprofit, profit, whatever. Just a YouTube brand, an Instagram brand. It does not matter. You need to make more offers. You need to run ads. You need to get this stuff going. And we wanted to break this down to you so you know how to do that. And yeah, that's what we're talking about today. And this is James Elite Love on Brands Experts podcast for brands marketing expertise. And this episode is presented by Brands Experts Foundation, where underrepresented communities and veteran organizations partner with expert level brands for mentorship and rapid economic growth. James Elite Love. Check me out. Social medias, YouTube, all that stuff. Check out what we're doing. Brands Experts Podcast. Till the next episode. Peace. For checking out this episode of the Brands Experts Podcast. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you check out all our socials like Instagram. Make sure you check out our website, and make sure you check check out our VIP, brandsexpertspodcast.com. Exclusive VIP stuff, interviews, exactly how to make money, exactly how to partner with great brands. These are things you need to know, right? You got to remember, if you want to get to where you need to go, you need to pay for that, right? That's how you pay for that value that you need. So make sure you go over there, check that out. And yeah, we're here for you. Brands Experts Podcast. Let's go.